Okay, welcome back to the show. And today on the show, I've got a man from a Irish metal band called Worn Out. Xander, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I hope I pronounced your name right anyway to start with.
You did, bang on, straight
Excellent,
up.
excellent. I was thinking the X was silent. I was like, yeah. I didn't want to ask you. I
Mm,
just said I'd go for it and wing it and see what would happen.
dead
It
right.
ha- it has happened that I've got people's names wrong at the start. I just have to restart it again.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
would you get my last name right?
I don't think he even sent me your last name.
Yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
about Evan here now.
It's oh yeah. I'd say he didn't, but it's Colin.
Okay.
But up in Dublin and everywhere else, besides Cork, it's Coughlin. So yeah,
Coughlin.
that's what I said. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So listen, man, a bit about yourself anyway before we kick into the band. Like, when did you first start falling in love with music, and did you play any instruments or before you started to be a singer?
Yeah, like it's I was actually trying to think back to how I got back into or how I got into music, and it was like because there was no one really in my family who was like into kind of alternative music and stuff, and I remember like I was about 6, and my brother got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3,
Okay.
and that soundtrack is incredible. Like like say CKY, Motorhead, and what is there AFI.
Yeah,
Class.
there was a night actually in Dublin in a club one night, and it was just that soundtrack.
Incredible,
Yeah.
incredible, like. And yeah, so like I knew from early on that it was I wasn't going to be listening to fucking Boyzone or whatever, like, you get me, like, I mean, it
Yeah.
was alternative enough, like. But I remember like my brother got Master Puppets, and I remember just hearing the first few notes and on Battery, like, just the opening track, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking sick. And I went, I got a Slipknot when I was like 11
Yeah.
or 12 maybe, and like I've always wanted to be a drummer, right? That was my thing, right? Always
Okay.
wanted to be a drummer, and just living in this it was like a terrace houses, like just about 10 gaps all in a row, and paper thin walls. No chance. My mom
Yeah.
just like, no, you're it's too loud, too expensive. Fuck that. It was like this unachievable thing that I could get to. Like, I mean, like, say now I have like an electronic kit. I just
Yeah.
jam away a few tunes. I'm not good, like, but like, say, growing up, I got a guitar, and it was just like, I mean, my heart wasn't in it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to play guitar. So I want to be hitting things and kind of jamming out that way. And didn't have the paces for it. Didn't have just, as I said, the heart wasn't in it. And yeah, so the next thing then was like, because I was going to like local gigs and stuff, and I could see that like there was bands in Cork doing this, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. And I just, you know, mastered, or well, not mastered, but like practiced the craft of my gaff until it was good enough, and then yeah, got the vocals down.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, as I said, I always wanted to be a drummer. It just turned out differently, like, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Damn those neighbors.
oh, stop, man, it's awful. And like, say, even Evan, the like our drummer, like, he'd be saying to me, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, man, my neighbors were so sound, like they just let me do it," and I was just like, "Nah." It's like, fuck's sake. But yeah,
Uh,
fuck it. It turned out okay.
yeah. Um, Worn Out then, like, when did you guys start? Because I seen, like, when I was looking through your stuff earlier on YouTube, like, you've got a song, your first song on YouTube was about 4 years ago. So when did you guys get together?
Yeah, so um, we got together. Um, like, I'd been in different bands that could never get out of the jamming room, and it was
Yeah.
so frustrating because it was like people just didn't. I don't know, it's only kind of local shite, and stuff, but it's like people didn't want to do it as much as I wanted to do it. So it'd be like we do like a practice, and then the next week it would be the drummer would just drop out. He'd be like, "Oh boys, I can't come up." So it
Yeah.
was just like off a crack. So yeah, my cousin Isaac, he was the original guitarist. He he was away in Czech Republic. He was over there working and stuff. And when he came back, because like I don't think people know this, right? But like the music scene in Cork now is really good. Like there's a lot going on in all aspects. But there was a time there where there was nothing. There was like literally one drummer in the whole county, and not in the whole county, but sure that we knew.
Yeah.
But
One available.
yeah, and fuck yeah. So he came back. He came back from Czech Republic, and it was like I was like, man, we have to start a band. Like, I be vocals, you do guitars, and yeah, we got it together. He was in like a Facebook group as well, and he that's where Evan was, and that's where Bobo was, the bassist, and then we were just we jammed away, and it was just straight in, like, and yeah, turn out okay.
Yeah. And obviously, like, it's a fucking mad time at the moment. Like, but when was the last time you got to play a gig?
We played in Belfast there in November,
Brilliant.
and that was some crack. That was like the first gig back in years on, like, well, a year and a bit, but yeah, it was just so good to be back. Like I was even saying, like I didn't know the crack because, like, say, you know, it's Northern Ireland, so it's a different. You know, like, you know, Ireland's restrictions are.
Oh, it's completely different up there, man.
Yeah. And like I actually remember when we arrived at the venue, I chanced walking in without a mask just to try it, like just see, like just to kind of test the waters. Like I don't even mind fucking wearing a mask, but like I just did it, and the boys behind the bar were looking at me. They were like, you know, I could tell there was something wrong. Like, but yeah, you had to wear a mask and stuff. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, but even like say for the gig, like what's the gig etiquette? Do you know what I mean? Like, can I stage dive? Can I fucking? Do you know what I mean? It was very very weird, but like it once we got going, we got going. It was good then. Like, do you know what I mean? It was all good. Yeah. So yeah.
The new EP then, was that recorded during lockdown, or when did you guys record it, and where did you record it?
We recorded it. Fuck. It was. I'm just trying to think now because it was so long ago. Like,
yeah, I can't
so
keep
long ago.
track of time with all this COVID stuff and everything like that as well.
Yeah, it was like I feel like there's life before and after COVID. Like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like a different, like, time is fucked. I can't tell. Yeah, but I'm just trying to think now. It was definitely, I think it was like January. Like the lads now are watching this, be like, for fuck's sake, like, you should know this.
Say it was January, and then
it was
shit hit the fan, didn't it?
It was 2019, like early 2019.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we recorded it, did it, and like we were meant to do an Irish tour and to proper release it with like PR and shit in April 2020. Lockdown happened, and it just fucked us all up. Sorry now to bring that up again, but it's so impactful to everything. So
yeah. I have a clip here from your latest music video. I'm gonna throw it up here now. Waste.
Take me back to your days before you ever got hold of me. I've been searching for answers, but I have been left with none. It gets hard to break with a burn on you overwhelms all of me, and I can nothing more than I can get.
Nice and heavy. Tell us
Heavy
about
boy.
that. Tell us about the video behind that, or what was the idea behind the video?
So yeah, the idea behind the video is um, we got this guy to commission. Like we just literally was like, look, this is the tune. Do what you want with it. Whereas, like, say the other videos now, we would kind of be like, oh, we'd be directing it and kind of, or not even directing it, but kind of give them ideas of what to work off and stuff like that. But we just like, this is a tune, do your thing, and yeah, he did a great job. Um, very dark. Do you know, I like the kind of the monotone vibe, and it's a class video, so
Yeah.
he did a great job.
And what's your own personal influences then for when you're writing music?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, man. I mean, fuck. I mean, like, say if we're talking vocally and stuff, I mean, like, a lot of those boys are cancelled now, so.
Yeah.
But
we better not mention them. Sorry.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about as well, like. But no, I mean, like, say influences would definitely be Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails, um, Keith Buckley, Sam Carter. These boys, you know what I mean? Like I love Nine Inch Nails' music, just lyrically and everything. It's very personal, kind of just kind of the lyrics that they write is very like even hurt. Let's say it's very just straight up, and that's why I take mad inspiration from that.
Yeah.
Just real kind of, but then vocally, Keith Buckley, Sam Carter, those boys as well.
Yeah. And how was the reception been with the EP anyway, from fans and friends and that?
Really good.
The quality is immense, man. The quality is really, really
Thank
good.
you, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it's see the thing about it is that like we're sitting on this for so long, and it's, jeez, man. Like even now thinking about it, doesn't feel that long because
Yeah.
it's just like it's all a blur with you know. But yeah, reception really good. I remember listening to it through like proper speakers. I was like, "Fuck, man, this sounds like a real band." Like,
Mhm.
do you know what I mean? Compared to like
Say back in the
other,
day when people were recording, like, I think with modern technology now, like it's
mm,
easier to sound better, if that makes sense, because
mm,
I think any band you listen to from years ago, even kind of semi-famous bands, like their sound is so much better now as well.
yeah, 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 of course, clean, like
Yeah. I think drums were a big thing for a lot of recording studios to kind of lay down back in the
the
day when
master, like
something.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think probably with electronics and stuff like that now, it's a lot easier.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now I'm going to bring up the magic word gigs, because
Yes,
but
boy.
but like, look at where we're at now at the moment. We were talking off camera about it. Like, is there anything you have planned, or did you have anything planned? Is it shelved again? What do you where do you guys want to go, and where do you want to play?
Well, this is it. We had a gig uh in January. I think it's like the last weekend of January, and it's just like I don't know if it's do you know, with restrictions and stuff. They're saying it's like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but
That's
it's just
bullshit.
like
It's going to be
yeah,
March. It's going to be March or April, isn't it? You can't plan anything now for
this is it,
January,
boy.
February.
And like say I be fucking proper, like fuck's sake, and like say the lads, like it's kind of like we have to. I don't know. It's just I feel like you can get proper bogged down in it, and it's just like because it's just fucking endless, man. Like I'd be on Twitter the whole time, just seeing all these updates, and like you know, it's all like, oh, this has happened, this happened. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But it's like it's like I was saying it to one of the lads the other day that like it's not like so, you know, living in Ireland. It's like I don't know how to say this. Basically,
It's
it's
shit at the moment.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it's not the world, okay?
yeah,
So like as in like say I know the UK are going into like a lockdown soon, but like I guarantee you we're gonna do it we could do a tour in UK before we do it in Ireland. Like it's just like they're very, very strict in Ireland just with shit that's going on.
hmm
And like you say, fair enough, yeah, but like that can make you go like fuck's sake, man. Like shit will never be the same again. But it's like, here, don't worry, man. It's just Ireland. Like you can just do it in the UK, grand, in and out. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's just
yeah.
like, yeah,
I got the old booster yesterday just to sit at home now after
ooh,
after 8 o'clock every night. But
six G job, like,
yeah, yeah. The fucking reason I got it was to go to gigs, and I got to go to a couple of
mm,
gigs there a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to hopefully America next year. And I was like, oh, I'll have to. I'm sure I'll have to have it to go to America. Like it's just
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
bonkers the whole thing.
yeah. Fuck's sake, man. Fair play. How were
Every
you after?
grand, yeah.
Ah,
I was
Jesus, man.
I got it yesterday, but I was out the night before for my work Christmas party, so that was a bigger concern than the booster.
Few pints, like, few
good few
pointines, like,
good few points.
yes, boy.
Yeah, and I seen on your Bandcamp as well, like you've got a load of you've merch there and vinyl and stuff like that. How's that going for you?
Yeah, really good. I mean, uh, like I remember, like say, wanted to start a band and wanting to have like a piece, let's say a physical piece, like say back in the day, it would have been like an EP CD,
Yeah,
and it's just like it's come to the point now because like I've been in so many bands that just like as I said, didn't leave the jammer, and we like I just wanted that one piece to be like, look, like if I die tomorrow, at least I have this. At least it's a kind of a thing I work towards. But yeah, just to have this, it's a vinyl, like, do you know what I mean? It's a proper nice fucking. It's a piece of art, like, do you know what I mean? With the artwork and everything, it's class. So yeah, I mean, but with the merch sales and stuff, yeah, it's good. Like, I mean, it's a nice hoodie, like, so I think people should buy it.
oh, and they can buy it with the link in this video, which I'll put into it.
Nice one, boy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem at all. So look, if people want to find you guys on social media to find out when you're gigging in Ireland, whether it be hopefully 2022, but hopefully the way things
Jesus,
are, like
man.
where do we find you on
It's all
on the social medias and all that?
yeah. So it's worn out noise on everything.
On everything.
Yeah.
Well, man, listen, I wish you the best of luck for things, and hopefully I'll catch you boys at a gig soon.
Cool, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great night.
You too, man. Thank you so much. Come on. See you, bro. Bye.